Hello, welcome to Board Deck and Dice. Today we are going to take a look at Barenpark, which for the uninitiated is a park obviously for barons. Let's take a look at how Barenpark plays. So this is the main board from Barenpark set up. On it we have a number of areas, and what you're looking at is the icon at the bottom, the green wheelbarrow for these pieces, the white cement mixer for these piles, and the orange digger for the special tiles over there. On your turn you'll be covering up some of these symbols on your own boards and then earning whatever you cover up. So if you cover up multiples, you'll take multiples, and in general you choose which one you take. You'll notice that the stacked ones that are these go down in value, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the quicker you take these, the more points you're going to get. Once you complete a board apart from the hole, you take the highest numbered statue and you put it over the hole. Let me show you the player boards by moving that over there. This is a player board. As you can see, they're double-sided and there are 4 of them in the game. They just have slightly different setups. At the start of the game, depending on which player you are, you will start with one of the green tiles. The green tiles are worth nothing at the end of the game unless you have an achievement, which I'll talk about at the end. Let's zoom in a bit. So I may look at this and say I'm going to place my green tile there, cover up a white and get a white piece. So then I'm going to get this blue piece at number 7, and I put it to the side and then I wait till my next turn. On my next turn I'm going to cover up these 2, so a green and a worker. The green lets me take any green one that I want, so this time I'll take I think it's the restaurant, and I take one of the extra tiles which I can place any side apart from it cannot go lower than the park. So if I've had one there, I can't put one there later on. Eventually you will have 4 of these, and that's when you can't take any more. So from now on I can overhang, I can come this way as well as this way, and that opens up various things for me. Once you cover an orange one, you'll open up to these special tiles, which can be quite handy for fitting in. And once you cover an entire square, barring the hole there, you take the highest scoring statue token that's left and pop it in. Once someone's completed 4, the game ends and you count up scores that are on the tiles and the statues. I highly recommend that you play with the achievements as soon as possible. They are various, there's loads in the game, and they all come with in stacks of 3, so the first person gets more points than anyone else. So you can see they range from 2 to 10. In this stack there'll be a 10, a 7 and a 5, for example. And they do things like this one gives you first 3 people to get all 4 of the basic types into their park gets that. The first person to build a connected river of 3 tiles or more gets that. First person to build 3 or more of the 3 length, what they're called, restaurant tiles or cafe tiles gets that. And the first person to have 3 habitats with the koala bear, I want to say, with the koala bear on, gets that. So they just add a bit more strategy to your building. But there is Barenpark. So Barenpark is another of the kind of Tetrino piece Tetris style puzzle games. I previously had and loved Patchwork, and the reason Patchwork is no longer in my collection is because of Barenpark. Barenpark turns the player count up to 4, is more pleasing as a table setup. The setup is still quite involved, but you're not making this massive circle that comes out of this tiny box of pieces. The only thing I miss from Patchwork is that kind of turn order thing where the person at the back goes, but I've got plenty of games that do that also. I will always play it with achievements since sticking the achievements in. The achievements for me just add the a kind of direction for you to go. Do you then try and get these achievements, which are very worthwhile in terms of points, or do you ignore them to build up your park as quickly as possible while everyone else is trying to achieve the achievements and get all the good scoring tiles? Both are reasonable strategies, and I've seen people score some off-the-wall scores in this game that I don't even know how they achieved. Probably because I'm bad at it, but yeah, the theme is a total stick-on, isn't it? The Barenpark, Bear Park. It's there in the art, but really you're not building a bear park. You're trying to make the most pleasingly full square you can from these shapes, or whatever shape you make when you extend your park. You know, if you were doing a game about actually building a bear park, then it wouldn't matter about how many toilets you had, how many food you had, about customer satisfaction, all that stuff. None of that's in here. It's just about building the most efficient shape you can. But it does it so well. I like the fact that you are rewarded for getting things quicker. So if you want those bear statues, if you want those tiles, the quicker you take them, the more points you'll get, but they might not fit necessarily well in your park. I like the extension, the way you can, you know, some people will go for a straight line of 4 tiles, some people will go for a neat square, some people will build a weird shape, and it's just whatever's going to serve your purposes well. It's well thought out. Like I say, the achievements really give you kind of a group aim, but also if someone starts making that achievement and you can see they're going to get to it before you might ditch it in favour of something else for more points. So Barenpark is an easy recommendation for me. Replaced Patchwork. I haven't played Cottage Garden or Indian Summer, the other games that use this kind of mechanic, but not in real life anyway. I played Cottage Garden on the app and I still prefer Bear Park. It's an easy explain. Over Christmas this was played so much by my family and requested so much by my family. So, intimidation factor, very low. The only thing you're looking at is the shapes, the icons you're covering, and that's a really easy system. Cover an icon, get a piece. The hardest thing, in fact, is understanding that when you get a piece, you don't place it straight away. That is a thing that most people have had a problem with, and most people want to take that piece and start lining it up. So you're going, oh, you don't place it, and they're like, I know, I'm just lining it up. So, you know, overzealous cheat spotters like myself have to be careful there. But that's the hardest thing for people to grasp. So the intimidation is really low. The rulebook is perfectly fine. It goes through it all in order. Like I say, I would just add the achievements in, especially if you're used to playing games. There is not that much entry requirements to this game, so the achievements just add that little bit of extra zing. Fun, yeah, loads of fun. It is staying in my collection. It has replaced Patchwork in my collection. That is Barenpark. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Board, Deck and Dice.